Nigeria now and in Africa in general, they are not really passionate. They are not involved in civic engagement and all
Oh,
this.
yeah.
So, what do you think we can do, like, to get them to participate more?
Okay, so like I was saying earlier, so I think we need to go back to the why the participation is not even happening. Why did this interest in the first place? And I talked about earlier how we need to start from a very young age, the same way that we try to inculcate values of spirituality, morality, education, and so many other values. How about we also try to up our game in civil or civic education? Because that's something I would say is missing even in our education sector. Most of what you find is pretty much telling you, okay, so Nigeria, we have northern, southern, eastern part, we have Christianity, Islam, traditional, like it's pretty much not even the basics. So we need to actually start having proper civic education in elementary schools. We need to start talking about these issues in our homes. Let our parents understand that it's not just about general discussions. How about talk about these issues are not too serious for young people. They are not too serious for children. Start their age appropriate discussions. You don't have to tell them about the civil war and all the deaths and the rate of, I don't know, killings and all of that. But then let them know, relate these things with everyday activities that they see. You're going, for crying out loud, we have people who live in slums. You're in an environment where the waste disposal people company doesn't come to pick up your garbage and everywhere is oozing and you do not have a proper drainage. There's flooding every year in a number of states, including the FCT. These are things your children are not, do not understand why this place looks a certain way. Let them know that it is the role and responsibility of your elected representative. Let them, and let's try as much as possible not to generalize roles or responsibilities. Let's be specific so that they have a proper understanding of what is expected of who at every point in time. So I believe that this issue of interest, young people, we point at using fingers of, at young people saying that they are not interested, but then have we made them interested? What exactly have you done to make them interested in these processes? And another thing is, um, for one, again, I have come to realize that, and this is a personal opinion, I'm not saying it's general, a lot of times there's a thing they say, na person wey they should they pay go know waiting they do and then go react how you want to react, Abby. So if it doesn't affect, we have this whole, there's selfish interest with this thing. It is human, it's a human factor. A lot of people will not want to act when certain things are happening because they feel it's not my business. It's not affecting me. Oh, it's not my problem. It's their problem. It's her problem. It's his problem. So a lot of time it's pretty much not even about interest, but about personal gains. Or, okay, so what do I get out of it? A lot of times we are more of what do I get out of it? Not considering the fact that you're pretty much addressing issues that affect everybody and even affect you indirectly. Your neighbor is crying out for help because they are constantly being attacked by robbers every time. And then you feel, oh, I have security dogs, I have a gate man, I have an electrocuted barbed wire, or so on and so forth. But then you forget that this person can get so aggrieved because of your lack of response or support that they become the agitators for your own attack. You mistreat or maltreat the people who work with you because you feel, oh, well, that's where they found themselves, that's where I found myself. Forgetting that you are building monsters that can come to attack you in the end. So it's pretty much not about not knowing or ignorance all the time. It's about when you say, you do not expect me to learn what you have not taught me. Let's make intentional efforts to teach the young people from the very, very young age. Let's make intentional effort to involve them in things that, look, you are too young, you are not voting, but how about you take that child to the polling unit with you to see, even if it's from a distance, how it's done. That's how you start to ignite that interest in them. Let them have discussions, let them sit with you and look, that thing of what we have, this cultural thing of disrespect. You can't sit with elders and talk about certain things. Sit with them, let them engage in discussions that you discuss with adults, in quotes, so that at the end of the day, you are not trying to find and force these young people, when they get to 25, 26, sit down and talk about politics, when all the while you've pushed them away from talking about politics with you because they are not old enough. So you need to trigger that interest. Whatever interest you want a person to have permanently, you need to trigger it from a very early age. And then we need to cut off all these issues of biases, of selfish interest, of it's none of my business, it's not affecting me now. And then there's just a whole lot. There's a whole lot. Then we need to be intentional as young people. Take up your responsibility. Get up and do something. Don't be a useless person. Don't be. That's just that. I know it may sound very, but then that's just it. Be useful. Don't be a useless person. Actually, that's just what I see it as. Don't just fold your arms. There are people that are too comfortable where they are. It's not right in any way. You cannot be comfortable with wrongs. You cannot be comfortable when the system is not working, when the system is broken. We need to be intentional. We need to be willing to stand up and actually look. We need to stop being lazy. That's just the truth. I know this may sound okay, yeah, we all go lazy. No, that's not what I'm saying. But the truth is, there are people amongst us that are too lazy to get up and do the work. And when I say too lazy, I'm not saying you're not going to work, you don't have a job. I am saying when push comes to shove, there are people that do not like the stress. Look, good things do not come on a platter. You need to work for it. Whether you're working in comfort or you're working in harsh conditions, you need to work for it. And you need to be willing to sacrifice certain things. So, well, I do not want to keep, there are so many other ways, but this is just it for me for now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I